Hallo und willkommen zu höchstwahrscheinlich bei mir gesehen letzten Part zu Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Ich habe euch jetzt schon den... Ja, ist doch noch was passiert, nachdem man alle Figuren eingesammelt hat. War creepy ein bisschen. Und damit hat man ja auch den Epilog freigeschaltet, den wir jetzt spielen. Mal sehen, was jetzt passiert. Viele Jahre später. Und wir sind in der Wüste, wo... Warum ist hier ein Bürostuhl? Und was ist das für ein Rohr? Ah ne, da ist Holz. Alter, einfach mal rein in den Sturm. Wahrscheinlich kommen wir dann zu dieser Ruine. Alter, ich sehe Autos. Hat Zivilisation gesehen. Ja. Okay, das war das Tor. Und da ist die Ruine, wo wir ja rauskamen. In der einen Folge. Warum ist da ein hier Generator? Da hören wir mit dir ein ganz kleines bisschen mit den Kabel hier an The Witness. Wird ihm auch mal wieder spielen. Schönes Rätselspiel. Aber Sauke. What the fuck ist das? Cookie 9 Block. Wie viel Euro hat mit der Originalstelle viel Spaß gemacht, wa? Und der Streit, wie sehr mit die Fortsetzung enttäuscht, wo der LTB vor Originalität und so strotzte, ist der Stanley Parable 2 öde, uns inspiriert und eine Beleidigung für alle Fans. Anstatt da aufzubauen, was der erste Spiel unterhaltsam gemacht hat, schwingt die Foto in Bereicher noch, den keiner gefragt hat. Und ein unendlich tiefes Loch, wen juckt? Wo sind die neuen Enden? Wo ich war eben mit dem unterhaltsamen Feature von Stanley Parable ein wie der Abenteuerlinie. Stattdessen bekommen wir eine uninspirierte Nebenaufgabe, Figuren sammeln. Seit dieser Zeitvertrag fühlt sich unvollständig an. Wenn man alle Figuren selber bekommt, man gar nichts. Niemand der Erzähler ist da. Der sonst hier immer alles.
Jim.
Stanley Entwickler keine weiteren Spin-off, keine weiteren Fortsetzungen. Ja, Jobiausi ist die Fortsetzung scheiße gelaufen. Vor allem diese Schirmschalter. Ich habe aber auch mir ein bisschen mehr vorgestellt.
Stanley.
What?
Jim. Stanley. Jim. Stanley.
Der eine da Stanley. Weiter für ein Licht, Alter. Ich gehe schon wieder los hier. Und 20 von 6. Alter, ich sehe hier gar nichts. Okay. Ah, die beiden Türen. Thank you for enjoy the new content. Hallo nochmal. Schön dich zu sehen. Aber wie schrecklich zu erfahren, da ich nie wieder ein Stanley Spiel geben will. Wirklich? Hast du gelesen, was die Entwickler gesagt haben? Die Integrität der Serie waren. So ein Quatsch. Das Stanley ist die Heile, wir müssen es nicht schützen. Zum Teufel mit dem Vermächtnis. Machen wir weiter, Stanley Spiel, bis die Sonne explodiert. Fahren wir diese Serie voll gegen die Wand, ziehen wir sie durch den Dreck hin und her. Und wenn die Leute es hassen, wen juckt's? Schau, da war das Problem der Erzähler. Er war besessen davon, was andere über seine Arbeit dachten. Mach nicht denselben Fehler. Klage den nicht ans Vermitteln. Lass es brennen! Es ist nicht schwer, hier, ich zeig es dir. Zusammen machen wir das Stanley Parable 3. Es ist ganz leicht, wir müssen nur die Zahl auf den Titelbildschirm ändern. Und wir brauchen einen richtig dämlichen Untertitel für das Spiel. Irgendwas Laute und Protziges. Na hallo, kombinieren irgendwelche zufälligen Wörter zu einem neuen Titel für unser Spiel. Die Gefahr der Mitarbeiterinnen. Dasselbe, die Gefahr der Mitarbeiter ist absurd, ich liebe es. Immer wenn du das Spiel neu startest, erhöhen wir die Zahl der Neustart, erhöhen wir die wird niemals enden. Und im Spiel selbst ändert sich auch nicht, wenn du das machst. Neue Inhalte zu sind nach Arbeit an, das ist nicht nötig. Es werden einfach immer dieselben Inhalte sein, immer wieder neu verwendet mit einem neuen Titelbildschirm. Was meinst du, sollen wir mit diesem Plan weitermachen? Mir gefällt er, aber ich will, dass du auch mitredest. Machen wir jetzt. Gut, dann Ende entschieden. Eine neue Phase immer, wenn du das Spiel startest. Und weißt du was? Weil du an meine Idee glaubst, will ich dir auch etwas geben. Weißt du, mir ist aufgefallen, dass der Erzähler nie einen Weg gefunden hat, dir die kaputte Trophäe zu verleihen. Stimmt? Ja. Die habe ich ja schon, wollte ja machen nochmal, aber ging ja nicht. Natürlich nicht. Ich hätte auch nicht erwartet, da er wüsste wie. Da hat mich die ganze Zeit geärgert. Bringen wir es in Ordnung. Jo, das war. Die Trophäenmaschine ist repariert. Siehst du, ich bin auf der einen Seite. Wir sitzen in dem Boot. Ja, aber wie komme ich da hin? Die Tür erscheint ja nicht nochmal. Wir werden diese Räder in Bewegung halten. Das Stanley kann nicht enden, er kann sich nur für Spiralförme in sich selbst hineindrehen, endlos. Im moderaten Leben halten. Ich bin bereit, bist du bereit? Toll, wir müssen nur eine letzte Sache machen. Ach nee! Das war am Anfang immer so, die ersten 4 Mal. Und natürlich bleibt man der Linie treu und gibt die echte Uhrzeit ein. Bitte pack den Redner so an, dass der Computer gerade noch sichtbar ist. Ja. Vielen Dank, viel Spaß mit der Stanley Parable. Steht da hier wirklich Stanley Parable 3? Da wäre ich ein bisschen albern. Alter, ich bin so geil. Jo, jetzt muss ja theoretisch die Tür ja wieder da sein.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes. Return to Stanley Expo Hall. Aber die mal hat er mich nicht gefragt. Ey, hast du schon wieder die echte Zeit eingegeben? Aber da muss auch noch lang gehen. Aber ich will hier erstmal, möchte
You see,
erstmal...
Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Ja,
Yes, you see? Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Jetzt bin ich wirklich gespannt. Funktioniert die jetzt wirklich?
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as you can see, the machine is not working yet since... Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the trophy? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure, composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Alter, kommt noch ein Block-Twist. Aber ich glaube nicht, weil... Gibt's ja nicht weiter.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Jetzt bin ich gespannt. Gib mir das Loch. Ob ich das schon hatte. Halt mal Sprungbutton. Funktioniert
You know
bestimmt
what?
nicht.
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then. Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue. Great! Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Halt mal, da ja jetzt ein Deckel drauf.
Okay, and I guess we're back in the hole now. Did you really need to see it again? I don't know what else there is to say, Stanley. It's an infinite hole. It's exactly what you're doing right now, but forever. There really are so many other fascinating exhibits that I've prepared for you. I really spent quite a lot of time on all this, and I would very much like to show you some more of them. How about we go ahead and press that teleport button again so we can get back to what's really important about... Oh, goodness. Well, this is rather embarrassing, Stanley. I'll be honest with you. I truly did not believe that anyone would actually stay in the hole long enough to hit the bottom. Yes, I know, I told you the hole was infinite, but come on. Who actually wants to fall forever? The hole was plenty deep. It was more than deep enough, in my opinion. Maybe it's you who likes falling too much. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Dann werden wir ein paar weitere Enden erkunden. Ich habe aber vielleicht gedacht, dass noch was passiert. Aber ich glaube, abgesehen, da ich jetzt diese Trophäe habe, passiert hier nichts mehr.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it would go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Ja, okay. Ich habe gedacht, da kommt wirklich... Ja. Halt, stopp! Das war vorher nicht da, doch. Ich würde mal gucken, ob dunkel, weil hier war ja noch was. Weil da müsste ja der Typ sein.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is. Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Ich würde nochmal den Eimer holen. Weil ich habe mal ganz schnell mal
A common
nachgeguckt.
complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
Und die Tür
I'm
lässt
happy to
sich
say that after
öffnen.
much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket.
Bitte,
You see,
da ist
Stanley,
mein Eimer.
anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm
Ja,
and
da ist
ease
meiner.
will fill your
Nein,
mind
da
and
ist der
your heart.
normale.
It's true.
Fuck.
As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Nein, da ist meine.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as
Wenn
well?
ihr fragt,
I think
wie
that just
diese
holding
Muster
it has
zustande
made you
kam,
the slightest
dafür muss
bit more
man den
attractive as a person.
Besenkammer-Gag nochmal machen.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this
Ah,
and
mach
more
die Tür auf.
awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2. Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Alter, ich bin gerade zu blöd, hier das Ding hier zu finden. Weil das möchte ich euch gerne noch zeigen.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now? So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, Let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look. All of his co-workers were gone. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy... What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
Man konnte auch so in den neuen Content Halle. Hat ja auch irgendwie einen Grund.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and this was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Neue Enden machen.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good,
said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Gucken, ob man da noch was machen kann. Weil ich weiß, mit dem Telefon kann man noch irgendwie was anstellen.
In here,
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Whoa! Hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now. Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence, and who very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Oh, bitte. Da mach extra
I can
nicht hier
feel it.
rüberspringen.
This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things. Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point. A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
Bitte nicht.
Yes, surely that will help me improve my... Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Okay, ich höre mal.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard that you are pale
wir haben
with
wirklich
shame
mal
over how unabashedly in love with a
Epilog.
bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame? Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so metal. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Und jetzt dasselbe nochmal ohne
All of his
Eimer.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Ist das Spiel abgestürzt? Nö. Ich glaube, das Spiel ist abgestürzt. Eigentlich will ich das Video so nicht beenden, aber muss leider. Wer euch gefallen hat, ihr kennt es. Share yo.